Hello children and welcome back to another English class. I'm Miss Jocelyn Flores and let's begin with the lessons of this week. Okay, we're going to continue with the content of unit number 8. I am going to remember you that unit number 8 it's called He's in Front of Lucia. Remember that this is the end of the story of the book. Okay, remember that next year you're going to have another characters. Okay, you're going to like save in your hearts the characters of Jacob and Lucia. So let's begin with the class of this week. And this week we're going to learn a new content, and that content is about present progressive. I think that it's going to be very familiar for you because on previous classes we have been working with this same tense. But in this opportunity, we're going to work with the negative part. So let's begin. Here you have a photograph that is taken of the story, and we have two dialogues. Jacob is opposite Lucia. He isn't standing in front of Sophie, and we're going to focus on the words that are involved. Here you have a box, and you have to pay attention that in this box we're going to use the subject I with I'm not or I'm not listening. You are not or aren't listening. He, she, and it is not or isn't listening. We, you, they are not or aren't listening. You're going to use the same structure that you use in affirmative sentence, but you're going to add a new word, that is not. And in short forms, you're going to use, remember, I'm not, aren't, isn't. Try to use the short forms because American use it a lot in the communicative part, but in reading form, you can use both, depend on the instruction. So, remember that the present progressive is for an action that is in progress now, okay? It's an action that is happening, okay? For example, right now, I am talking. But in this opportunity, I could say in a negative form that I am not talking. So, pay attention to the rule that we have here and says complete the rule. In the negative of the present progressive, we put not or an apostrophe T after is, and are. This is very important because you cannot say in a sentence, you not are listening. You must use the word not after the verb to be. Like in the box, you are not listening. Not, you not are listening, okay? Or she not is listening. That is incorrect. You must use she is not listening or she isn't listening. Then here we have a watch out. This is a warning. Be careful with this. We never use don't or doesn't to form the negative present progressive. So what does this mean? For example, I cannot say she doesn't listening or I don't listening. That is incorrect. Remember that the word or the auxiliaries don't and doesn't are part from the present simple for daily routines, not actions that are in progress. So, try to memorize that you have to use the verb to be. Is, in this opportunity, am not, are not, is not, or isn't, aren't, am not. Here we have some other examples. I'm not watching TV. We aren't walking home. I think that you are ready to practice a little bit about this new content, so let's begin with the exercise. Instruction. Complete the sentences with the present progressive negative form of the verb in parentheses. Okay, you're going to help you with the action that you have in brackets. So, I am going to pay attention to the subject, and here I have I. So I must remember what the Miss says about this. I'm not, and then I am going to change this verb. Remember that you have to use ing. I'm not watching. Let's continue with number 1. Then you have a we, so I can ask you, isn't or aren't. In this opportunity is aren't because we're talking about more than one people. And we have the verb play. ing, we aren't playing soccer in the house. Let's continue with number 2. Daniel, his room, clean. Daniel is only one, is the representation of he, so isn't. Daniel isn't, and ing, cleaning. Daniel isn't cleaning his room. Remember what this is meaning in Spanish. For example, Daniel no está limpiando su habitación. Acciones en progreso. Number 3, our team. I have only one team. For that reason is isn't. Our team isn't winning. Let's continue with number 4. Again, you must pay attention here. I'm not, and we have the verb make. And be careful with this because you have a verb that ends in E. So you need to erase that E and add ing. I am not making dinner tonight. Let's continue with number 5. Karen is the same as Daniel, but is a she, so isn't. And then I have a word. Karen isn't working today. Number 6. Oscar and Peter, 2 people, so aren't. And then I have the word study. Remember, study. You are not going to erase nothing, so aren't studying. Oscar and Peter aren't studying. And finally, number 7, Maria in the choir is singing in the choir. Let's continue with the second exercise. This is the second practice, and here you have the same photo that you have in your book, but we're going to use it in another exercise. Look at the picture and write negative present progressive sentences. Let's pay attention to the example. I have Sam play the guitar, and I pay attention to the photograph, but Sam is not playing the guitar. So Sam isn't playing the guitar. He's talking. Okay, let's continue with number 1. I have Adam dance, but I pay attention to the photograph, and here Adam is not doing that action. So Adam isn't dancing because he's listening some music. Number 2, Ben and Joey, and we have it here, the 2 boys, but they are not reading. So Ben and Joey aren't reading. Let's continue with Beth, run. But Beth is not doing that. So Beth isn't running. Remember that the word run, you must double the N and add ing. Number 4, Sophia sit on a chair. Sophia isn't, remember, it's the same as running, so you double the T. Sophia isn't sitting on a chair. And finally, Isabel and Haley eat. Isabel and Haley aren't eating. Excellent, very good. Okay, I think that's it. If you have questions, if you have doubts, you can write me an email. I am going to be very, very glad to answer that. And have a great day. Take care. See you next class. Bye-bye.